everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two of the most complete linebackers in the NFL on the field. It's Navarro Bowman going up against Bobby Wagner. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. They come out here in the eye. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this is caught by Kurz. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Rawls. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And brings his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
$12 yards to go on third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Detroit!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Garoppolo on first down, looking deep downfield. And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And out now come the Seahawks. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the ground, rolls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And the offense looking to now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Garoppolo. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the 49ers are going to get a first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. They come out here in the eye. They run with a power back. Rawls. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good. How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. Wilson flushed out right. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted, out of state. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson on second down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kurz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And
he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And quickly, they get to the line. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Going up top. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he motions the wide receiver. The play clock's running down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one to Treadwell, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that takes us from second to third down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. They run it again with Hyde. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the fourth quarter. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They come out here in the eye. Third down. Here's Rawls. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
They'll run for it. Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Thomas Rawls unable to push his way forward for the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to right, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Corey Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Second down following the run.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Third down now following the run.
Watch left.
Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A gain of 3, second down. 7 yards to go on second down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go again with Rawls. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
On third down, Procise. And a short gain down to about the 33. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, my friend, losing is one thing. You lose in the division, it kind of hurts a little bit more, doesn't it?